Tragically for us and the free world, President Biden and his foreign policy and defense teams refuse to come to grips with the growing threats we face around the world. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. When the Biden administration took office, it came with dangerous delusions about the world. It believed that the leaders of Russia, Iran, and China were at heart rational people with whom we could cut mutually beneficial deals. Worse, it thought you could practice effective diplomacy without a strong military. Despite shocking events since Joe Biden took the oath of office, his administration still doesn't grasp that powerless diplomacy is dangerously counterproductive. Appeasement doesn't work. It invites ever more trouble. The time for fantasies of a world that resemble Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is over. The time has come to make hard, reality-based decisions. Putin must be defeated in Ukraine. The atrocities Russia has committed there are as every bit as dreadful as what Hamas did on October 7 against Israel, including the kidnapping of literally tens of thousands of children. The big difference is that Hamas gleefully videotaped its crimes for all the world to see. Putin hasn't hit his goal of effectively recreating the old Soviet Empire and making Moscow the dominant power over Europe. That means controlling Ukraine, reconquering Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, all members of NATO, and moving on Poland, the linchpin of Central Europe and another NATO member, tightening his grip on Belarus and ending the independence of Moldova and Georgia. Ukraine could have expelled the Russian invaders last year if it had been given the necessary weaponry. Kyiv should be provided these weapons now to get the job done. The White House should also come to grips with the necessity that the only acceptable outcome in the Middle East is Israel totally destroying Hamas. The humanitarian crisis is a deliberate tool of Hamas. The quicker it is annihilated, the faster aid can come to the civilians there. Biden's call for a ceasefire plays right into the hands of Hamas. This gets to Iran, which is irreconcilably opposed to us. It wants to control the Middle East. It wants to be a revolutionary global power with nuclear weapons. It wishes to obliterate Israel. The implication here is unavoidable. Iran's nuclear program must be destroyed. This should have been done years ago. Biden officials must also get real on China, which means, among many other things, moving fast to build new submarines and other necessary weaponry and aggressively patrolling the South China Sea, thereby reaffirming a 200-year-old core principle of American foreign policy, freedom of the seas. I'm Steve Forbes. Thank you for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.